Call it.
The coin don't have no say. It's just you.
I got here the same way the coin did.
Anton Chigurh is the scariest man in cinematic history. He's a character that has been so unnerving for me to watch because I don't think I've seen anyone else so formidable and realistic while also being genuinely intimidating. Every scene he has in No Country for Old Men only builds upon his terrifying demeanor, which at first slowly draws you into his sick and twisted mind before ramping up the violence and his psychotic nature. His scariest feature is his lack of negotiation. Once Anton has decided upon something, which is often quicker than you can react, he is practically hell-bent on reaching his end no matter what could happen to even himself. If there was ever a character that personified the spiritual equivalent of death, Anton would be that physical deity. He doesn't bargain, he doesn't budge, and he doesn't show mercy.
Would you hold still, please, sir?
The only thing that separates Anton from death is his belief of a coin flip, the 50-50 odds that allow him to sometimes lend the decision-making process to that of a coin in times when he decides to do so. For Anton, it's the closest thing that he has found to making things seem fair. Fair because to him, he is letting the universe decide based on even odds, whether life shall be given or whether life shall be taken.
Call it.
Call it?
Yes.
For what?
Just call it.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it. I can't call it for you. Well, it wouldn't be fair.
I didn't put nothing up.
Yes, you did. You've been putting it up your whole life. You just didn't know it. You know what date is on this coin?
No.
1958. It's been traveling 22 years to get here. And now it's here. And it's either heads or tails. And you have to say, call it.
Well, look, I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything, call it.
It's similar to that principle presented by Marvel's comics when looking at antagonists like Thanos who follow a similar pathway. But Anton doesn't always flip a coin, and sometimes he does so almost randomly, like he's toying around with the idea of killing someone for fun, like it's just a game for him, and if someone rubs him the wrong way, he chooses to use that coin to decide their fate.
Don't put it in your pocket, it's your lucky quarter.
Where you want me to put it?
Anywhere not in your pocket. Or it'll get mixed in with the others and become just a coin. Which it is.
Why? If he was as pure evil as he often acts to be, why even let luck come into it at all? For me, it's because Anton is human, and this act is possibly his most humanistic trait. Clearly, he is psychotic, but he's also irritable and easily reactive to other people. He's not like a stone statue reacting unemotionally, despite being an almost remorseless killing machine who looks devoid of emotion.
Where does it work?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to give out no information about our residents.
Where does it work?
Did you not hear me? We can't give out no information.
He is a human, but different. He reacts annoyed to questions that are normal for everyone else, but that to him feel invasive. He reacts impatiently to reasons that seem normal for everyone else, but that to him feel tired and repetitive. But the fact that he decides to give these people a chance in the first place is the very reason that makes him human to begin with. If he was just pure evil, there would be no further discussions. I'm not saying he's an angel for giving them the luck of the draw, but it does seem to be a very humanistic element to give someone a chance and quote-unquote a fair shot at deciding what their predicament may be.
Okay. This is the best I can do.
thought you was crazy when I saw you sitting there. I knowed exactly what was in store for me.
Call it.
No. I ain't gonna call it.
Maybe Anton is doing his best to be fair to others, despite his evil intentions, which might also be why he's not against offering some type of deal to those who are in dire situations and who can protect those who are innocent but who have been put in harm's way because of their actions and who would be affected by their death. It also seems to speak volumes to Anton's own curiosity with the nature of luck and the way the universe decides important actions for him. By letting his fate and the fate of others be decided by the flip of a coin, Anton is perhaps curious to see where this road will be taken if it was guided by luck. Which strangely reminds me of that scene from the House of Cards where they talk about the philosophy of flipping a coin.
Adopt flippism, a pseudo-philosophy of life in which the most important decisions are made by the flipping of a coin. It was first introduced in the Disney comic book Flip Decision, one of my favorites, in which Donald Duck is persuaded by Professor Batty to make all the most important decisions based on the flipping of a coin. Life is but a gamble. Let flippism guide your ramble.
This may also be why Anton is such a scary figure to face. Not only is he methodical and merciless, prone to irritations and moments of psychotic violence, he also lets his actions to sometimes be decided by the luck of the draw. He at times allows the universe to decide your own fate and abides by whatever decision is made. In his own world, he is not death personified. He is just the messenger. Anton isn't the one who decides if you live or die. It is the universe that does so. And what could be scarier when your own fate is out of your control and when you're staring down the barrel of someone who chooses to have your life decided by a force you cannot see or even know is real?
All right. Let me ask you something. If the rule you followed brought you to this, of what use was the rule?
Do you have any idea how crazy you are?
You mean the nature of this conversation?
I mean the nature of you. You could have the money, Anton.